I don't usually watch anime, but when I do, I have some normie bullshit to say about it. Check out my jank slate, you guys. Take one. I went to film school twice. It's your boy Santana. Today, we're here to talk about The Garden of Feet. Words. Regarded as one of the top 10 anime of all time according to Weeaboo Culture, and I trust Weeaboo Culture, so that's exactly what we're checking out today.
On most rainy mornings, I don't take the transfer. I exit out the station gates.
So the story follows this high school teenager who's apparently lonely, and he goes up to this secret garden to spend his time on rainy days. He really wants to be a shoe designer, a woman's shoe designer specifically, and he sketches them all the time. I just thought it was a really elaborate way to explore your foot fetish, both as the character and as the guy who made the anime. But did he really need to go that far to get that off? Let's find out. So, while he's at the secret garden, he uncovers this mysterious woman, this mysterious older woman, who hangs out there drinking beer and eating chocolate in the middle of the day. Not a red flag at all. All I'm saying is that if you have the time to hang out in a public place and drink beer and eat chocolate in the middle of the day, you probably aren't the perfect role model to be hanging around impressionable teenagers that are in high school. I feel like in a lot of situations you can just mistake her for a homeless person. But if she's hot, then here you go. I just wanted to point out that the first shot of this woman is of her feet. I am just pointing that out. That is a fact. Was it a decision driven by the narrative, informed by the creator of an emotional epic? Could be. Or he could just really like feet.
Clouded skies. Perhaps rain comes. And if so, stay with me.
That's really cute. She just kind of walked right into his life. Oh, that's stupid. That's kind of cute. She just kind of steps into his life. You get it because he likes feet? So then we get details that he lives with his brother, he goes to high school. We don't care about any of that stuff. All that really matters is this kid and the older woman and her feet. Yeah. No, I'm following the story correctly. He keeps hoping for rainy days so he has an excuse to go back to the garden, which is pretty cute, right? I don't know, the story's a lot different when you think about the foot fetishism. We are currently in the setup phase. That means we're seeing his home life right now, and there isn't much to it. His brother thinks he's a loser. That'll come back later.
Where's Mom?
Ran out.
More for us? Did she say anything?
Just the same note, don't come looking for me. But maybe we should...
I'm sure she'll be back after fighting with her boyfriend.
I just wanted to point out that all of this backstory about their mommy issues, it's not gonna come back up.
And then, just like that.
And just like that, it starts to rain. And just like that, we break into Act 2. Bring on the fun and games. Bring on the B story. Get set to get wet. Has this cute little piano music, and like it has all these cool shots of the sky, and you're feeling it, I'm feeling it, they're feeling it. And trains. I love trains. You know, it's these shots of the garden that remind you how inspiringly beautiful that this anime really is, which really works to the guy's favor when he tries to make really romanticized and elegant moments about feet. Yeah, that hit the spot, romance-wise. But I mean, it's not really hard to when there are no stakes involved yet, and basically it's just kind of a meet cute. And it was kind of a strange meet cute at first with her giving him a whole like poem or something. The music here is really nice, and it's building up to this like overhead shot where his white umbrella and her red umbrella, or vice versa, are like coming into contact with the garden, and it's magic. I like it. It's almost like this guy didn't make this anime specifically to worship feet. Just grab a shot of me eating marshmallows and title it Montages and Music, because that is all that is happening for a little while. I could eat a marshmallow every time they show a shot of feet. I'd run out of marshmallows. They keep seeing each other, he's falling behind in school, people are noticing a pattern, they're eating food. All just, like, regular montage stuff, really. Damn it. So, to summarize the fucking expositional dump at the end of that montage, he sees this woman as an outlet to an outside world, and he is always praying for rain, because that's when they get to see each other. And on sunny days, he's in like his normal life, and that's not good enough for him. He feels like the only way for him to make it out of these sunny days is to become a famous women's shoe designer and move away. Am I following that right? So we get this flashback where he's handing his mom a gift, and it's these very shiny pair of shoes. That explains a little bit. It's not that much of a reveal, unless you also reveal that he started wearing those shoes at a young age, and then one thing led to another, and damn it, did he wear those shoes? I need to know. If you're gonna half-ass the character backstory, fuck you. I'm not going to understand the full extent of the character and his obsessions. So she gets him this fancy book about shoes. It just kind of like shows up in her apartment, but she says that she got it for him, but he says that it's an expensive book, and all that you need to get out of this is the fact that she is ready for him to draw her fucking feet. Draw me like one of your anime girls. Right after this montage, we get a scene where she peeks over his shoulder and sees some drawings of the shoes, and oh boy. And we are just getting geared up for the most Tarantino anime moment you will ever see in your life. I think. I haven't seen that much anime. That's why we're here. Show me the ways, weeaboos. Let's get to the fucking feet. Oh my god. Oh, we touched him. Oh. Oh, it's not over. So, watching it now, yeah, that was kind of hot. I don't even think you have to be into feet to see how heavily romanticized that it is, and yeah, like, what a great job he's done. Tarantino is just blowing his load all over the fucking place. But that right there is all that I needed to see to make my analysis.
Well then, see you later.
Oh, I think he's a really cute kid.
Yeah, if you don't look below his ankles.
What? What the fuck does that even mean? Oh my god. I knew that his brother thought that he was a loser, but now we're learning that he's a loser because he has ugly fucking feet. Now, I don't know what kind of world you live in where you can determine someone's self-worth based on the quality of their feet, but those are bad fetish politics. Roll credits. Foot fetish is the best place to start conversations about fetishism. So, Do you like feet? It's funny that, like, that older woman to the main character represents this other world that he wants to be a part of that he otherwise doesn't have in his own reality. It kind of makes me think about the creator of this anime and how he created an anime about a guy who's a woman shoe designer in order to explore his love of feet. Because normally in society, if you try to do that, you're seen as very weird. So, back to my main point, normalize the feet. At what point does society put the restrictions on you that you have to make an entire anime just to look at feet, just to draw feet? Look, I'm just saying, if we judge people by the quality of their feet, then according to Wiki Feet, some of the top 5 people in the entire world are Emma Watson, Mila Kunis, Taylor Swift, Emma Stone. Completely coincidental that I have 2 of them in the background. But if we're not using media to explore things that we feel are otherwise repressed in our daily lives through whatever circumstances, then why are we here? I don't know, that's just me. The midpoint, the point of great romance, was those feet. Alright, so bad guys gotta close in. Nobody gets to be happy. We got nothing but sunny days from here on out.
But if I cling to those feelings, I'll never get out of here. I'll be stuck. And she'll be stuck. So I'll keep working. I'm going to make a pair of shoes that will make her want to get up and walk.
Ha! I'm gonna make a pair of shoes that will make her get up and walk. It's starting to feel like this movie was actually written by a moody teenager. Top 10 anime.
Miss Yukino.
Plot twist. She actually ends up being a teacher who works at his school. But she's quitting because one of the girls spread a nasty rumor about her sleeping with her boyfriend. Because that's what high school girls do. So, there's nothing stopping them from being together. It's just still a really weird situation where she's much older than him and she's kind of like a bum. Hot take, but I'm not too big of a fan of this movie encouraging borderline unhealthy relationships. But, anyways, this changes things. It doesn't necessarily affect a lot of things right now. Whatever, move on. And then some other stuff happens that's really not important, so I'm just gonna skip ahead. Anyways, he goes to see her. He remembers, like, the poem that she asked him the second half of in the beginning, which none of us knew what was going on. But neither did he, or maybe he did, I don't care. Anyways, so he comes to her, and then it starts pouring rain everywhere, just it's just, like, the biggest rainfall in, like, the history of Japan. It's like the fucking third act of Apocalypse Now. If you saw the director's cut, there's a good 0.1% of you that understood that one. Anyways, they go back to her place, they're playing house, he's cooking dinner. It's very cute. It's almost like there were no consequences for everything that happened in the rest of the movie. Top 10 anime. Also, they didn't really do anything to get to this point. Things just kind of happened to them. I mean, I guess he got into one fight, but that was super irrelevant to everything. Like, it really did not matter. Top 10.
This might be
The happiest
time of my life.
So, obviously, he tells her that he loves her, and she tells him that she's moving away. So, it appears that they have found themselves at an impasse. Yeah, they break up. He leaves. And she's sitting there all sad in her bare feet. But she realizes how much he cares for him, or something, and then decides to run down a couple flights of stairs in her bare feet to catch up to him. Once again, I want to point out that nothing actually happened. She just decided to change in that moment. Top 10 anime. So then he says all these awful things to her about how he hates her, and she always thought that he was a loser, and he's not gonna amount to anything. Yeah, you know, just basic stuff that you say to your mysterious lover who's twice your age and drinks beer at the park in the middle of the day. Because teenagers are emotional and unpredictable, kind of like the writing of this movie. Anyways, he's just yelling at her for like 5 minutes straight, honestly. And this is a red flag. I believe this is defined as toxicity in a relationship. I mean, this is practically just downright abuse. But how does she respond to it?
You pretend it's none of your business! You've been living your whole life alone!
She hugs him, and she tells him that she was just scared. Because that makes everything fine, I guess? Still don't know if she's still moving away, don't know if they still like each other, if they're ever gonna talk to each other again, but hey, I am 1000% certain that the guy who wrote this had no idea how to end it until he had to end it. So, it's not supposed to make sense, but it looks so good. And that final shot that's just like sweeping around and shows this nice like cityscape with the solar flares, like the sun is coming in and the rain is washing over. It doesn't mean anything. It looks pretty. It doesn't mean anything. This is not how you end a story. This is effectively how you end a relationship, though. You just move away, or you know that they're moving away, and then you say a whole bunch of horrible things to them and face no repercussions for your actions. Did he ever even get like a penalty for missing school? Also, what is she doing with herself? I don't know. Do you know? I bet you don't. But one of the very last shots is of their feet together, and hers are all like battered and torn up and bruised because she ran down all those flights of stairs to get to him. And it's some kind of, you could see it as like some really nice metaphor about how many steps we have to take before we find our footing or something like that. But honestly, this guy just likes feet, bro. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just kind of flabbergasted that you have to make an entire anime to explore that fetish. And she's all like, you saved me, when he didn't really do anything except say a whole bunch of horrible things to her. And he drew her feet, so that was hot. But again, like, I don't think Jack saved Rose in the Titanic. I think he just drew a really nice naked portrait of her. Similar story, huh? Top 10 anime? Alright, it's over. All I have to say is that if this is top 10 anime, what the fuck is top 5? Overall, really cute. A little overrated. I'm sorry. But hey, if you're into feet, oh boy, this'll get you off. And that's pretty much all I got to say. It took like 2 days to record this, so hope y'all like it. I'll try a little harder next time. I don't really have anything left to say. I'm just enjoying this really nice Reddit post of visionary director Quentin Tarantino with Selma Hayek's foot in his mouth, saying that he definitely did not write that scene and put himself in it just to have that foot in his mouth, and it was definitely for the artistic merit of the film itself. It's like the $5 shake, man! Yeah, and if you disagree with me, come at me on Reddit.